Who are emerging as leaders at this stage of the game?
Well, I think Bryce Young is, and I think it always starts with your quarterback. Even though he's never started a game at this level, and his reps last year were limited because of COVID, no spring practice, and then playing a 10-game SEC schedule, he didn't get as many opportunities in game as he would have in a normal schedule setup, obviously. So he's very inexperienced, but he's kind of he's been raised to do this. He's been playing quarterback since he was a little boy. He grew up in the 7-on-7 camps, throwing the ball. Mater Dei, who has as good a program, arguably, as any high school program in the country. They've sent quarterback after quarterback after quarterback to this level and on to the NFL. He was a star there, and he's ready for this. And I think his demeanor, it's Mac Jones waited his turn, but Mac Jones was kind of a fiery guy. He really, really was. I mean, he was a guy that would get in your face. Bryce is more of just an even keeled. He doesn't show a lot of emotion, but I think that'll be good for this team because this offense is working in a bunch of new starters. I think you got to be patient with it. Bill O'Brien, the offensive coordinator, I think is going to have a lot of quick throws designed to get the ball out of Bryce's hands. He's only 6 feet tall, but I think he's going to be a leader on the offense. And I also think Brian Robinson is a fifth-year senior that, again, continues the tradition of Alabama players that waited and waited and waited. And now his turn. He's a local kid from Hillcrest High School here in Tuscaloosa. And I think that he has the respect of everybody on that offense. Evan Neal's another guy. So those are some leaders, I think, right there. Young, Evan Neal, Brian Robinson, that the offensive guys will look to kind of provide that leadership that you referenced.
Stephen, to stay along those same lines in regards to, we know that talent alone will not win championships. It takes poise, it takes determination, it takes the hard work, it takes leadership in times of adversity, whether that's being tied with Ole Miss with 5 or 6 minutes left, whether that's blowing a big lead against Florida and seeing them down to a one-possession game, whatever that is, or the million times that we don't see it day to day in the workout facility, in the classroom, and so forth. Who are the leaders on this football team that are going to be the guys, whether vocally or by example, are going to lead this team in 2021?
Well, absolutely. Defensively, Mark, those guys, Phidarian Mathis, huge leader on this team. He's a fifth-year senior. You've got DJ Dale, big leader on this team. He's stepping up in that role. Justin the Boyd, kind of an underrated guy. He's taking a leadership role on the defensive line. At linebacker, Christian Harris is taking that role. Henry To'o, ever since coming in from the transfer portal from Tennessee, he has been an incredible leader, an incredible communicator for this group. Christopher Allen has taken a leadership role in the secondary. Jordan Battle has taken that role. But those are some guys on defense. Offensively, Evan Neal is taking that role. An offensive tackle, he's the one that's got to protect the blind side of Bryce Young to Evan Neal. Also in the offensive line, Chris Owens has taken that leadership role as a sixth-year guy back with this team. Brian Robinson has taken a leadership role as he's the main guy, orchestrating that running back room. So he's got talent behind him. And then at wide receiver, John Mechie has taken on the leadership role as he has, as the mantle of being the number one guy goes from the Devontae Smith to him. But also, even with him being a young guy, Bryce Young has taken a leadership role. And he does not act like a young guy. He acts like a veteran guy. Even though he's nearing $1 million in NIL deals, it has not negatively affected him or the team. He's been focused. He's been laser sharp from the spring to the summer throughout fall camp. So those are just some of your defensive and offensive guys, Mark, that have taken that role vocally and by example.